I just pressed play.
And I know. It all just makes sense in post-production.
Bitch took my line.
Damn right I did. Hi girls, gays, and theys. Hi gay.
Hi, gay.
Hi gay. Hi everyone, it's your girl Margarita here. Back with another fucking video. It's about time because I haven't been here in such a long time. I'm here with the beautiful, the talented, the queen of post-production, the knockout origin herself, Miss Phillip Hurt.
It's me, your grumpy ass drunk tia.
So we're here, we're planning to have a little Kiki. We're gonna get ready together. While we get ready together, I'm gonna be interviewing Phillip because shut the fuck up. I'm gonna be interviewing Phillip here because she is one of the many drag queens who is also disabled, and I would like to highlight her and bring awareness and her story to light.
I am just excited to be here and to be queer and to be weird, and I like long intros and shit, but yeah, let's jump into it.
Phillip, what are your pronouns?
They, them, they, theirs. Wait, they, them, theirs, no. They, them, theirs. She, hers, hers.
I'm gonna get my primer.
Oh yeah, we actually have to do makeup on.
Yes. That's your next EP, the yesification of Phillip Hurt. And it's you just as the Virgin Mary.
If I could find your love. How does that song go? Is that Madonna who sings that? So what do you use to prime?
I use everything.
Where can I buy that?
The fucking mall. I use NYX Professional Bear With Me Prime Set, and then after I wet my face with that, I use the hydrating primer with the makeup grip because I sweat a lot, and that shit slides off.
We love her.
Period. I'm gonna get started on that.
Well, I personally love this cheap bottle of Nivea Crema that I got from TJ Maxx for $3 that I stole. And it just adds a very nice base to your face because it's full of grasa and manteca. So it adds like an extra layer of fills.
I thought your grandma had that.
That too. Actually, I don't think I got it from TJ Maxx. I probably stole it from my grandma. She lives in Mexico.
No, fool to you, I'm saying that because my grandma has the same one.
This is literally the Abuelita brand.
It is!
I don't know what it's called, but they always use either Nivea, the cream with the 3 different bitches on it with their face, or the the Campana.
Fucking bell.
And then she's like, St. Ives, bitch, we use La Azteca or whatever that fucking clay cream is.
So Phillip, why don't you tell me what your life has been like as a disabled drag queen?
It's been fucking terrible. It definitely has been a trip, especially because I feel like I'm one of those few folks who like have disabilities that aren't necessarily visible to the naked eye. So if you want to go into depth as to like what's going on, is I was diagnosed with diabetes a while ago, and unfortunately that also has its complications, and then due to some hereditary shit, my family also gave me a bunch of other fucking shit that I don't want. No, but being a person with disabilities that aren't necessarily visible has been a trip, especially doing drag and whatnot, because there are certain standards of physicality that comes with doing drag. And I feel like my disabilities definitely limit me, but being the resourceful queen that I am, because I was, born broke, and I know how to be resourceful, I know that I have to use my talent, and I have to use whatever fucking gift that I have in order to overcome, and I feel like I've been doing it pretty well.
Yeah. So what are you doing right now with your makeup?
So right now, I'm just trying to hide all of my barba and all of my like little patches of nasty skin that I have because I'm malnutrida and I don't really like to eat my vegetables. I'm hiding that with this pink tint. A lot of bitches use orange, but I feel like the orange ends up popping out and then you look tan as fuck, like not your like natural like tan colors. So I feel like those orange bitches need to like chill the fuck out with all of that. Unless like you have a darker complexion, then of course like the orange will look nice. But other than that, like girl, you're just trying to look like Trump.
Look, man, it's just because I have a really blue beard.
Bitch, I wouldn't know because I actually failed art class, so I don't know what colors cancel what. Girl, only fuck with the toes. The Fritos, Doritos, Cheetos, Albertos, Alfredos, all of the O's, those are the ones we fuck with. Not the haters. Because we don't fuck with the haters.
What about the refrigerators?
Bitch, that's my number one. Why do you think I'm on malnutrida, bitch?
Okay.
All my frozen dinners. Someone please pass me a salad and a fucking celery stick.
We will be posting Phillip's Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal in the description. Help a hungry queen in need.
With your donation of only 99 payments of $19.99 every 5 seconds, I too can look like Kim Kardashian. Oh my god, I bought this discounted as fucking, what is it, Mayron stick?
Mm-hmm.
And it's so pale. But I feel like it adds to like me being a sick queen.
So Phillip, what are some misconceptions that some people have about being a disabled drag queen?
You know what? I feel like the biggest misconceptions that I currently face while being a disabled, diabetic, asthmatic, crazy ass drag queen here in East LA, I feel like it's more like the drag community itself is just super harsh with their new standards. And I feel like those like TV shows and shit of like drag queens definitely like bring that forward and make it seem like we have to have a certain ability to do certain shit. Like, bitch, tell me like at every show you don't see at least 3 bitches doing like the splits or doing like a death drop, which is totally fucking cool and nice. But some of us, we can't do that, and like some of us, like, you know, we shouldn't be judged from our art based on what we can do with our bodies. I also have fibromyalgia. I have neuropathy in both of my legs. I also have pinched spinal discs that don't allow me to bend certain ways, and I can be doing no dancing numbers, which is why usually I do very theatrical things that show a lot of facial expression and a lot of body expression to my ability. But I don't know, I just feel like I can't death drop girl, or else I'm gonna drop dead in a literal sense. Like, her spine is gonna stab her in the cerebral.
What am I doing next? Foundation. I'm right there with you. Fuck, it happened again.
You dropped your vibrator.
Oh, thank you. Girl, where do you get your makeup?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, well, no shit. Because who else would be here, right? Who else would be here? It's just us in the video. I get my makeup from everywhere. I used to be that fucking... I remember when I started drag, I used to be like super about like, oh, I'm gonna get all of my shit from CVS because I feel like drag queens can do whatever they want with CVS thing. Mm-hmm. And then afterwards I was like, okay, well maybe I'll fuck with like better makeup. So I used to be like, I'm only gonna shop at Nigel's in Pariam. But then I realized, like, honestly, like, it doesn't matter where you go or like where you shop. As long as you know how to make it work, it works. So I feel like I get most of my shit. Hold on, let me think of a non-homophobic thing to say so like they don't cancel me. Wait, is Amazon homophobic?
Are they? I know there's a lot of cases with Amazon. And they're just like...
No, they're just shitty people.
There you go.
I'm trying to think, where do I get my makeup? I feel like I get it from everywhere. Ooh, shout out to my girl M Beauty on Whittier Boulevard. Shout out to M Beauty, bitch. Yes, all my makeup M Beauty, every day, all day. I also filled out an application and you guys haven't called me back. So
Phillip, damn. How has being disabled impacted your drag?
I think in the mobility standpoint, like, there's a lot of physical things that I can't do. I can't bend certain ways because it fucking hurts. I also can't wear heels for prolonged periods of time because, like I said, I do have neuropathy on both of my legs, so that causes like extreme pain. It almost feels like a burning sensation, like I've just been electrocuted by a bunch of like pools of eels and shit.
Oh hell no.
So that's why I kind of don't mind being the girl that goes on first, because that way I can like not feel pain.
What's the deal with that? A lot of people hate being going on first, and I don't see the reason why.
I think the reason why girls are so scared to go first is because they basically have to set the energy for the bar. And I don't know, there's also like this whole logic that like the more later you go on, the more probably fucked up and tips you'll get. But you know what, as being the opening bitch, I feel like I do pretty well being the opening bitch, because you know what, that's when people are excited to just see anything.
I feel like going on first, exactly like you said, hopping onto what you said, it gets the crowd routed up. And I feel as though that's when people start taking up the tips.
Yeah, well, you definitely set up the night for the rest of the girls. I mean, if you can get a couple of bucks in, like, that's cool, but that just, like, starts getting all of the crowd into the habit of, like, taking out their motherfucking cash and giving it to the girls. That's why when I host events, I always like giving one of the power girls the opening spot, because you know what? Especially, like, so there's, like, power girls that are super confident in the shit that they do, which, of course, like, I wish everyone had that magic power. But some girls are very, very confident, and like when you have that type of power and energy at the beginning, like they don't give a fuck if they go to the beginning or if they go in the back or in the middle or whatever. They just do what they do and they slay and they get paid. So I always love to do a power girl at the beginning of a show because they definitely spark up the habits from the crowd of getting them to cheer, getting them to tip, getting them to do what they want. I guess like one of the things being a disabled queen that I've learned for myself is that naturally I can't do so much physical things, but naturally shit just pops out of my head that I can't control sometimes, and it just like makes sense or like meshes well with other people. So that's why most of the time I'm not really performing, I'm mostly hosting.
Oh my god, let's include some clips right here of Phillip hosting and performing.
Can we have another? Oh yeah! Wait, and one more for my beautiful family downstairs. I want Molly to hear this downstairs because we love DJ Molly Cool. Oh yeah, for Molly! Oh yeah!
Get into it.
Truth be told, when I perform, I give it my 100, I give it my best, but I'm not gonna lie to you when I say that the recovery process takes me about 2 or 3 days just to like be able to get out of bed. There's been moments where I've had to like call off of work, or I've had to just simply do a doctor's appointment or go to the ER because the pain is so immense. And funny enough, I don't like taking medicine at home. I've been prescribed so many painkillers, but I feel like it fucks with my natural energy of being hyper because I'm always this bitch, you know? I'm always this bitch with my hands, and I can't be that with medication, so pain meds are not my option. So when I do drag, it's very much like completely feeling everything from head to toe. So my performances, I feel like, are not necessarily physically based, but more concept based, which, as you saw from the clip previous, I do a lot of crazy concepts, and my number one thing is to make people feel so uncomfortable because they know me as being like the quote-unquote funny girl. So me being funny and then making you uncomfortable, it's just like this very memorable experience. You look psycho. I embrace all peoples. The peoples who believe in everything.
Oh, see? So, Phillip!
What?
Phillip, you fucking bitch!
What?
Is there any message that you'd like to convey about, you know, drag or like being disabled? Or both?
You know what? I can only speak for my experience. I can't speak for an entire community, or I can't speak for whatever the fuck. But I think we need to really like cut down on preconceived notions of who people are, and I think we need to allow them to have the opportunity to show us who they are, including those very vulnerable parts of themselves, like their disabilities or whatever. I feel like if I would have just been given the opportunity to even have this conversation of the struggles that I personally go through, and maybe have seen some type of understanding, I feel like I could have done a lot. I could have done a lot more. Not that I'm dead or anything.
Bitch, you better. Wait, where's the wood?
No, your shit's from the Santee Alley. Es lo que está pasando. Your shit's from the Santee Alley and no está sirviendo. Ya se gastó toda la batería.
I know. They don't call her mermaid.
Es el pinche diablo. I think that from my experience, the only thing that I wish to push forward into the world is to not be necessarily remembered as the disabled queen or the labeled queen or whatever you want to call me, but just know that I am a good motherfucking artist and I have the power to create, whether that comes in the form of writing, acting, doing shit on stage, painting, makeup, even if it is 99% bullshit, hosting, even if it is 99% bullshit, I think everyone has the capability of doing something marvelous. It's just up to like everyone else to open up their minds and perceptions as to like what exactly is the person before you.
That's the magic that drag has, and anybody who aspires to chase this profession, that they have to keep an open mind, like an open heart.
And you know what? That's exactly why I started doing the backyard shows that, you know, is my brand Knockout Drag.
Oh yeah, tell me more about Knockout Drag. Oh my god. If y'all do not know, Phillip here is the creator and the founder of Knockout Drag, the House of Knockout, all that good stuff. So Phillip?
Yeah, so I originally started Knockout Drag back in 2015 when I started doing mini zines, which is little pocket size zines. And I thought to myself, like, I have so many creative friends stuck in this like small ass little city. Why don't I do something to bring them to the forefront? So I created this little like thing called Naka Drag. Yeah, Naka Drag. Well, originally it was called Naka Zine. Let's keep it real, because that's before I even started doing drag. So it was called Naka Zine, and basically I would go and start collecting little art pieces from my friends around the neighborhood, and we would put them in little pocket zines, and we would go ahead and we would vend them out, and we would all like split the profit. From there on forward, I started getting into drag, and I thought like, fuck, all of my shit is super cheap, super like from CVS. Like I would literally sacrifice a meal just to buy like the next fucking lipstick that I can use, or I would just fucking steal it from CVS, because I mean, who doesn't steal from CVS? And if you say you don't steal from CVS, you're probably living in West Hollywood and you're white. But
okay.
So I would like get all of my makeup super cheap, and I used to think like, fuck, like I'm really like super poor and I really want to do drag, and drag is such an expensive thing to do. No, but like real tea though, like the word Naka itself comes from the Totonac people, which my family actually has like bloodlines to, and they were basically these people that were like a little bit more moreno than the regular quote unquote socially accepted people, and they were, since they were indigenous, they used to see them as like uneducated and so forth. So then it became like a slang term that they used for all the fresas in Guadalajara. So they would say like, ay, eres Naka, or this Naka this, and blah blah blah, to offend people, to make it seem like they're less than what their words. But I adapted it because I know my mom used to also use it with her friends and whatever, and it just like was like one of those like weird funny things that I was like, oh my god, it's funny because like our family actually goes back to the Totonac people. But anyways, I adopted it and made Naka Drag. So for any queen out there who feels like they're not good enough, for any queen out there who feels like they'll never have the money or the funds or anything to do whatever it is that they're trying to do, I created that because we need spaces where like it's not about the look, it's not about the fucking amount of money you spend on what, it's literally about who you are as an artist and what you can bring up to the forefront. And some of these girls that I've had at my shows are very fucking talented as fucking people. And not just that, but we've also had not just girls. I don't want to just like limit it to girls, because we know what we've had drag kings, we have drag performers, entertainers, people who don't even consider themselves drag artists. They're just simply entertainers, and like performance artists, visual artists, and a bunch of other people. Like I'm so happy with like the shows that we have done so far. And that's actually what the first time that I met you was at one of the Naka Drags.
We had met online, I believe. We followed each other on Instagram, and I kind of started liking all your stuff because I remember the main thing, and this is just piggybacking on the many things that you have done and stuff. The main thing that Phillip has done that has caught my attention were these stuff called Naka shorts, and they were like these little B-rated kind of like shorts, and they would be like parodies of stuff. Like it would be from Halloween. It would be like making fun of like the EBT stuff. That sounds weird and bad, but if you watch her short films that will be posted on her Instagram, it'll all make sense. But that to me kind of captivated me because I have a small space in my my little corazon for B-rated stuff, and so I was instantly captivated. And then one day she hit me up, and it was for Maria Juana's birthday party, and she was like, "Hey, we're having a knockout event, and we would more than love to have you." I immediately said yes because I was like, "Oh my god, this would be a good chance, you know, to meet her, to see the scene." And just, you know, to introduce and show what I'm capable of, and like and now we're just good Judies and we Kiki all the time.
Yes, and I actually really love the first time we met because, well, I have this bad tendency of stalking people on Instagram, but that's only because I think they're very interesting and I love the work that they do. As an empath, I sense the talent everywhere.
Here we go again.
But anyways, no, I did follow you for a while on Instagram, and I was just like fangirling you because I was like, this queen is like super fucking fierce. And also like, I don't know, I'll be honest with you, I feel like I don't really have necessarily, well, I do now because now I have my Naka drag family, but I feel like there was a point where I didn't have that many drag friends because a lot of drag queens just didn't fuck with the shit that I was doing. So it was just really nice that me and you were able to have conversations via comments or whatever you want to call it. But so that's why I was like, oh, let me meet this bitch. But yeah.
And ever since then, bitch, I've been hitting her phone up every fucking now and then. I will not leave this bitch's.
Now she just doesn't fucking leave.
I'm really
gonna start
don't.
Charging her rent.
Fucking Christ!
Okay.
You know what? She doesn't even steal at CVS.
The birthday party of Maria Juana, she turned 30.
It was my double quince. I had a quince because I wanted to feel young. Just one last time.
One last time. It was a double. She turned 30 and it was a double quince. Where was I?
Oh, I don't know. I was waiting for you guys to finish your video.
Maria will have her moment in the camera light.
Look at my fucking eyebrows and makeup. Like, this shit's just like not popping right now.
So Phillip,
What?
So Phillip, I have a very serious question to ask you because I'm not sure. Although I am from LA, I'm not that prominent in the LA scene. However,
Yeah, me neither. Go on.
I get to live here.
right? I just live here. Do you feel as though hosts and or promoters tend to avoid like disabled drag queens, or feel like they don't get enough of the limelight? And if so, what can we do to help that?
That's a really good question.
We're gonna sit here and think for the next 3 hours.
You know, I'm not too sure if like it's a conscious thing or not, or a subconscious thing. But I mean, I just feel like promoters or like, you know, people who like recruit talent should like expand more than like their friend groups and stuff. Because I feel like gatekeeping is just like not cute. Because I don't know, like,
What's that saying that people say? Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. It's not always cute. Bulty. No, some people do say that.
what is it? Gaslight?
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. I think it's a Euphoria thing.
It's not. It's a Twitter thing.
Oh, it's a Twitter thing. Look at my sister coming to the rescue with the references.
You don't know the internet as well as I do.
My sister's been on the dark web. The deep web.
Oh, my sister too. That's how she lost her toe. On the dark web. But yeah, my sister's one of my biggest inspirations because just seeing what she goes through and just seeing her positivity no matter what.
So how do you usually do like your makeup and stuff?
I usually do it while watching a bunch of pointless YouTube videos that tell me things that I shouldn't know, but for some reason I know.
Can you give me an example?
Yeah, did you know there's like a secret society of people that like believe that you can get rid of your diseases by simply passing it on to other people?
I've heard of that, but I thought that was just like a comment kind of thing. Like somebody just commented that. Girl, that's an actual thing.
Yeah, like I'm not sure what the fuck it's called because I'm doing my makeup and I'm not paying attention. They think you can get rid of diabetes by like letting other people drink the diabetes out of you, like your blood. Bitch, I personally do not mind being microchipped. Like, I think if like I ever get lost while hiking, if I ever hike, I think it would be cool to have a microchip because that way the government can save me. Not that they've done anything for me in the past.
I'm not gonna lie, that was all the questions.
We can keep talking.
Absolutely.
No,
Have you ever
yes.
been canceled before?
Or what the fuck does can you give me a definition of cancel? What is your definition of cancel?
Like, like JC canceled.
Jesus
I
Christ.
was gonna say Jesus Christ.
I meant like the beauty person that we don't speak of anymore.
Oh, you mean like the person that made the palette that I'm using for my eyes?
Yep.
I've definitely been called out, but I think it's important to always take accountability. Like, even in moments where, like, you think you're doing absolutely no harm, I think it's okay to take accountability because you're still that. That's not okay.
I knew you were gonna go there.
I have a question. So you had brought up accountability. So I know a lot of people out there in the internet world have a different definition of like what accountability is. Can you give me like examples or like your definition of what accountability really is?
To me, taking accountability is kind of just like, you know, really stopping, reflecting on what it is that people are trying to tell you. Because I feel like even if like you're not vibing with what people are telling you, if the masses are telling you something, it's obviously because something was done. So I think if you take a step back and actually kind of like try to like really rationalize and think about what it is that, I don't know, it all depends on the situation. I'll tell you what we can't talk about.
Excuse
That
me.
fucking dress?
Bruno.
Oh, we can't talk about Bruno. Ooh, bitch, what's the hardest part of doing your makeup?
I think the hardest part for me is the eyeliner, because I feel like once I fuck up the shape of the eyeliner, like the rest of the makeup just like falls apart. But yeah, if I have like good eyeliner days, my makeup's good. Like I definitely started my eyeliner super harsh today. That's why everything else looks fucking crazy. Also, this isn't like normally how I would do my face. This shape is not my face, but for you, YouTube, it is today. What's your hardest part?
I think I'm gonna have to agree it's the eyeliner. Because usually for me, one eyeliner is always not as sharp than the other. It's just that I have like loose hand. And like even though I like steady it by putting my elbow on my knee, or what is this called? Leg. Thank you. I stable myself. It's still one of the hardest things. And I think it's, you know what I think I do? You know what I think I do?
What?
It's because my ass always tilts my head this way. I don't know what it is, but I always just, maybe.
Chris?
That was disgusting. Like, I literally have scraped the cheese from the bottom of my sister's amputated foot. But the fact that you cracked your neck so loudly next to my eardrum.
Very vile.
I'm about to be excommunicated from the house of my family. Am I a member?
Here's the thing. I don't have any. I do have drag children. I shouldn't say that. I have 2 drag children.
The foster kid.
Who are your drag children, Phillip?
Bitch, let me start off with first saying whether or not you're a member.
Oh, right.
No, match. So I only have 2 drag children, and both of my children have never done drag. So you can already tell what kind of mother I am. But if there's one thing that I know is that I'm a very fantastic sister. So that's why I consider all of my drag family my sisters and not my children, not my mothers, not nothing. So I consider you one of my drag sisters because we've been through a lot together, and that's out in and out of drag. And that's the type of family that I actually really love when it comes to drag families. I can't stand motherfucking drag families that say they're their family and all they do is just like see each other when they perform. I believe in like the olden days when actually having a queer house meant something. So
Like when we would all go to like the fucking Fenty or like go to Universal together and shit. Bitch, can you do any impressions?
Do your Shrek one, babe.
Oh fuck.
He does a pretty good Shrek.
Oh, here we go.
where is my donkey?
Like,
That one?
On the other one, you tell me.
Hi, I'm Phillip Hurt, and this is me as Shrek. Get out, Miss Mom! Get out, Miss Mom!
Spot on. And that's when I knew that they were the ones.
aww. Oh, if y'all did not know, because I'm gonna put it out there, Miss Maria Juana and Phillip Hurt are a lesbian couple of I have no idea how many years.
Well, I wish I could say it was 2. But
It's 4.
unfortunately, I needed to eat for an extra year.
And I needed a ride.
Shit.
And Daniel needed gigs.
That's the entire.
Hence why he's hijacking this video.
Oh, so Phillip.
We'll do a high quality one on my channel.